Hey everybody, Ashley here, the Dirt Therapist. I'm coming with you with a quick tip. So one of the best things you can do when gardening, whether it is a vegetable garden in your flower beds, a little space or a huge space, is weed suppression. Now, if you go to any of the big box store or even your garden centers, you'll see lots of black plastic materials, landscape fabric, things like that are marketed to keep weeds away. But what I found with those is they're not good for the environment. You can't leave them, or you shouldn't leave them on your soil long term. And whenever you're finished with them, picking them up, it's a huge mess. So what do I use? Cardboard, brown paper bags, and newspaper. Not the glossy stuff, the regular newspaper. And you can see here the difference. So this is in one of my garden beds. I wasn't quite ready to plant yet. This was where I'm doing my second succession of sunflowers. So that way instead of having all my sunflowers at once, I have them spread out over several weeks. So I wasn't ready. So I just simply put brown paper bags down with leaf mulch on top. This holds the moisture in, it keeps the weeds out. If a weed seed happens to land on top, it's easy to pull because they're so shallow rooted because they haven't grown through that brown paper bag. It blocks the light. So any weeds that are there, any little weeds, it blocks the light and it'll kill those. And when I'm ready to plant, I simply mark out where I'm going to plant. I will lift or fold the brown paper bags back from that area, put my plants in, and I'm good to go. There's no weeds and there won't be any weeds. In between the plants in the rows, I'll leave the brown paper bags and the leaf mulch, and that way I don't have to weed the rest of the season. Now you can see here, I did that, I don't know, a month or so back. Well, the day I was doing it, I ran out of brown paper bags. And so I didn't get the rest of the area finished. And look at the difference. Right here, this is where you can see the newspaper ends. This is what the ground looked like uncovered and left alone to its own, left on its own. So you can see it's a huge difference. And the key I have found to gardening being a hobby and being a pleasure, not a chore, not something I dread, is finding ways to eliminate those tasks that I don't like. Weeding, I don't like it. I don't want to weed a half hour every day, all summer, all growing season, from May until October. I don't want to do that. So I found that using cardboard, newspaper, brown paper bags, one of those three, with some leaf mulch on top works beautifully, keeps the weeds away. And then I can just enjoy the part I like, the planting and the growing and the harvesting. That's the part I enjoy. That's what I want to spend my time doing. So this is great. It's a way to keep, reuse these items, Amazon boxes. We all have plenty of them. So we can reuse those. And this will break down in the soil. By this time next year, it will have just gone into the soil, kind of like compost, to make the brown stuff of compost to make better soil. So it's a great tip, very, very low cost, and hope it helps you keep some weeds at bay. Take care. Have a good one.